Hello everyone. Now that this year's civil service examination is over, I wanted to share my thoughts on this year's anthropology papers. Both the papers this year's were, as always, straightforward and objective. There was no ambiguity in the questions, which is a welcome trend that seems likely to continue. In paper 1, there was a well-maintained balance between cultural as well as physical anthropology, with no single chapter dominating the paper, which used to be the trend in earlier years. Many of the questions were direct and factual, yet they demanded a deep conceptual understanding. For example, questions on Mendelian and non-Mendelian inheritance, the osteo-odonto-keratic culture, the role of smell in non-human primates, Miocene hominoid remains, interpretive and symbolic approaches of Clifford Geertz and Victor Turner, Mousterian tools, nutritional anthropology, Fraser's evolutionism, mitochondrial DNA, linguistic anthropology, variations in marriage, and also the origin of food production were all straightforward, but tested your clarity of concepts. There were also analytical questions, such as those on multidimensional understanding of human beings and the drawbacks of assuming culture to be an integrated closed system. One standout question this year was the comparison between pedigree analysis and genealogical methods. Students often study them separately, but rarely connect them. The genealogical method, which was introduced by W.H.R. Rivers, helps us study kinship, focusing on social parentage, which is pater and mater. Pedigree analysis, on the other hand, is rooted in the biological inheritance, which is genitor and genetrics, and is essential for identifying dominant or recessive traits and the inheritance patterns, like whether a trait is autosomal or sex-linked. This question specifically highlights a key skill for the UPSC exam, the ability to draw connections between the topics instead of compartmentalizing them into different silos. Anthropology and the civil services exam in general demand a holistic, integrative approach. Moving to paper 2, it was once again perfectly aligned with the syllabus, and superficial understanding of the topics was not enough. Many questions were tied closely to the contemporary issues in India. Take, for instance, the question on scheduled tribes actually referenced a recent anthropological survey of India seminar calling for a spectrum-based approach to defining scheduled tribe status rather than the traditional static criteria. The OBC related question connected to the ongoing caste census and all the debates in the contemporary discourses. The question on PVTGs reflected the current government's mission, which focuses on their welfare, continuing a trend from the last year's paper. Topics like ethnicity, dominant caste, minorities, and population growth remain deeply relevant to India's present socio-political landscape, making these questions both timely and high-scoring for a well-prepared candidate. The larger takeaway from both the papers is very clear. While memorizing facts remains important, UPSC is increasingly testing a candidate's ability to apply anthropological theories, concepts, and methods to contemporary contexts. This pattern is visible across all the optionals and even in general studies papers, and not just in anthropology. I shall be soon back with you with a detailed analysis of each paper. Until then, take care and thank you for watching.